So one thing I found really useful recently when working with Claude Code or Codex CLI, telling it to read the code you're about to investigate or change before giving it the specific instructions on what you want it to do. Uh, I'm using both Claude Code and Codex CLI pretty heavily right now. Claude Code is still my daily driver, with Codex CLI sprinkled in for some particularly like gnarly challenges. It's really good, like really hard. When I was using Cursor as my daily driver a few months back to get good results, I would go in, find all the relevant files to what I was doing, and load them into context. Nice thing about Claude Code is that it does that part for you. It searches the code base, figures out what you're trying to do, and you don't have to specify individual file names yourself. But what I've also found is that if you tell the agent to read a specific natural language part of the code base before acting, it loads more of the right stuff into context, and who knew, it often gives you a better result. Less work than finding all the individual files you need, still one extra step, doesn't take long. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm working on a bug for a client related to email verification during sign up. Uh, Sometimes when you sign up and you don't immediately verify your email, you get into a weird state, and it messes with the sign up flow. So I'll ask Claude Code to read the relevant code base. Read the code base for the sign up flow, specifically focusing on email verification. Usually takes about a minute. That's one of my favorite little delightful tricks. The reason I like Claude Code over Codex CLI is just the UX of using it is just a lot better than Codex CLI. I'm excited to see that competition continue. But anyway, it's going and finding all the files based on my natural language description. One thing I've seen recently, especially with Sonnet 4.5 this week, is that it might suggest fixes to the problem I'm looking into before I tell it to do that as part of reading this part of the code base. It tells me about what's going on with the code base, what are the files. It looks like it hasn't found the specific bug, so I didn't get lucky this time, but now I can tell it, and I'm probably going to get a better result. What are you doing that's helping you do this? Find work more effectively with these agents?